It's Roy Jones Jr. Yes, he's 54 years old, but he's bringing it. This is not an exhibition. This is 100% 8 3-minute rounds, main event boxing. Jones Jr. and Pettis tonight in Milwaukee. Are you going to be a part of it? That is the question. Right now, let's get to our next great bout here on Game Bred Boxing 4 in our free prelims. Let's go down to Sean Wheelock.
The numbers for this bout in the lightweight division. 4 rounds, Mandeep Jangra versus Rayan Reber. Jangra from India enters undefeated. This the pro boxing debut for Rayan Reber. To get this bout started, we send it back into the ring with Lupe Contreras.
We continue inside the Pfizer Forum, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is Jorge Masvidal's Game Bred Boxing, proudly presented to you by Monster Energy, Trio 5, and El Recuerdo Mezcal. This bout set for 4 rounds or less in the lightweight division. Our judges are Mike Fitzgerald, Patrick Morley, and John Mariano. Our referee, Dave Smith. Presenting first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He enters wearing cheetah print with black trim on the scale. He registered an official 133 3/4 pounds. Tonight, this undefeated bare knuckle fighter enters the big leagues of boxing, making his pro debut inside the Game Bred ring. From St. Petersburg, Florida, Royal Rayan Reber. His opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing white with gold trim, he weighed in at an official 133 3/4 pounds. As an amateur, he represented his homeland and he captured the silver medal at the 2014 Commonwealth Games. Now, he enters the ring an undefeated pro with 3 victories. 2 of those victories coming by way of KO. From Sirsa, India, Mr. MJ, Mandeep Jangra.
Referee Dave Smith calling both fighters together. Mandeep Jangra, 3-0 in his pro boxing career. 2 of those 3 wins by way of knockout. An outstanding amateur career for the fighter from India, Mandeep Jangra. 123 wins against 27 defeats. As you just heard Lupe Contreras say in the ring, Jangra representing his home nation, India, their national team, a silver medalist at the 2014 Commonwealth Games. Round number 1. Rayan Reber, 3-0 in bare knuckle, all in the outstanding BKFC promotion. Reber, this is his pro boxing debut. He's had 12 amateur boxing bouts, 2 in AMI MMA, 2 in amateur kickboxing. White trunks for Jangra, yellow and black trunks for Reber. Jab to the body from Mandeep Jangra. Heavy on the feint, Sean, from Jangra.
Yeah, Jangra said that he was going to feint a lot, and a lot of posturing right there, back and forth. I like that from Jangra, and I mean, he's got all the experience you need to this point to handle this fight. It's just a matter of what he decides to do and what Reber's response is going to be. That's lead left hook right there from Jangra.
Jangra bouncing his step. Hard feint again. Free left hook, right hand. Reber pulling back from the right hand. Jangra with a jab to the body. Naked right hand thrown by Jangra. Now the jab to the body. A lot of creativity we're seeing from Jangra.
I was just about, you know, I think we spoke on not judging a book by its cover earlier. I saw Jangra yesterday. I saw him today. He's got glasses on. He's covered up. Didn't look like he had any muscular form to him. This kid's got some rhythm. He knows the punches he wants to throw. He's got some pop in his shots. I like everything about Jangra so far. Look at that right there. A little flash. I like it.
I've commentated in BKFC all 3 of Rayan Reber's fights, all 3 wins. This is the most muted that Reber has looked, and he takes that overhand right hard. Reber playing very defensive and now playing all defense. In the clinch, separation by Dave Smith. Smith telling Jangra, don't punch to the back of your opponent's head when I'm trying to break.
I think Jangra was doing the right thing there. I don't like to say much about the officials, but...
Big left hand, and that drops Rayan Reber.
That right there was coming, and I thought that the ref stopped it.
That's ruled a slip. Dave Smith telling Jangra, you pushed down Reber, not ruled a knockdown.
That was a little confusing. I think that was clearly a knockdown. Lee left hook. We won't cry about spilled milk. What we'll do is we'll keep moving forward and see how Jangra sets this up again.
One-way traffic at the moment for the fighter from Sirsa, India, Mandeep Jangra. Jangra looking outstanding against a really talented pro combat sports athlete, Ryan Reber.
I like it. See
Reber
that right
taking
there.
that left hook.
You see a lot of straight punches are gonna. Oh,
Now
very
that's
nice.
a clean knockdown off the right hand. And here's the mandatory 8 count from Dave Smith. Final seconds. We're under the unified rules of boxing from the ABC here in Wisconsin. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Reber is up. There's the bell. That ends round 1. There you see the great man himself, Roy Jones Jr., in the corner of his fighter, Mandeep Jangra.
I'm concerned about Roy. You see, he's in the ring with some flip-flops on, man. That's just not right. He shouldn't even be out here. And to be out here some flip-flops, that ain't right. Look at this right here. This is not the replay we wanted. That's the replay we needed right there. This is a hook. The hook clearly lands.
That was ruled a slip by Dave Smith.
And I think the ref was just not in the right position. He also said that Jangra pushed him, and that's what caused the knockdown. So, I mean, the punch lands, but then, yes, his arms push out, and that's what caused, I guess, that. We didn't get the actual knockdown replay real quick. We got a lot of straight shots. After the straight shots, we get a lead left hook. So look for that this round. Once you see a barrage of straight punches, maybe 4 to 5 if you keep count, then you see a lead left hook coming from Jangra.
Round number 2. Again, there was the 1 knockdown. Jangra seemed to think that he recorded 2 knockdowns, but again, ruled just 1 knockdown. The other ruled is a push by Dave Smith, so presumably 10-8 across the board. Round number 1 for Mandeep Jangra. Smith now telling Jangra, listen to me. Break when I say break.
Surprised to hear Roy. He wants Jangra to go to the body this round. Obviously, that breaks you down, but just with as efficient as Jangra is from the outside, I'm surprised to hear Roy tell him to go to the body.
3 jabs from Reber. Jangra pulling back. Very elusive. Snap jab on the step in from Jangra. 2:15 remaining, round 2. Overhand right. Reber pulls that back. There's the jab to the body from Mandeep Jangra.
Yeah, I'd rather see this bouncing action from Jangra. I think that's him fighting in his rhythm. I think if he decides to sit down and walk down Reber, I think that then he kind of puts himself, it makes it more of an evenly matched fight.
Overhand right, left hook to the body. Left hook to the head from Mandeep Jangra. Jangra in full control of this fight, right hand. Reber taking more big shots with his back against the ropes. Hard on the feint, and a knockdown on the left hook to the body. Knockdown number 2.
And what you're seeing right here, even though Jangra's only 3-0 as a pro, he fought in the amateurs at a higher weight class. So at this low weight of lightweight, he's got more power than most guys would expect him to have.
Fast jab again from Jangra from the orthodox stance. Jab on cue.
There's 3, there's 4.
You see the shuffle of the feet from Jangra. He is feeling it at the moment. Left hook to the body. The roll under, left hook, right hand. Ryan Reber, such an offensive fighter, playing all defense in this bout. Taking that right hand. And that's ruled a push down. So we've had a slip, 2 push downs, and 2 knockdowns.
I mean, he is clearly hurt, but the way he's hitting the canvas isn't exactly, I guess, for the sake of words, legit.
Big right hands on the clinch. Now Dave Smith telling Ryan Reber, don't hold. Don't hold while you're getting punched in the head.
You know, when I'm just thinking that it's only a matter of time, and Reber comes back with an overhand right, he gives me confidence that he's still going to be able to do something.
There's a huge right hand, left hand.
But it is only a matter of time, unfortunately.
Jangra unloading. Final seconds, round number 2. 15 seconds remaining in this second round. Jab to the body. Jangra the feint, the left hook. Big right hand. More left hooks to the body, left hooks to the head. Reber cannot land the duck under the right hand. We move to round 3. You see Roy Jones Jr. in the corner of one of his fighters, Mandeep Jangra. Just under 45 minutes from now, our main card begins. The way to watch worldwide is on pay-per-view. And of course, in our main card, main event, Roy Jones Jr. coming out of retirement. His first official fight since February 2018, when he defeated Scott Sigmund by way of 8-round unanimous decision. Again, Roy Jones Jr.'s bout versus Mike Tyson, November of 2020. That was an exhibition. This will be a full fight, and this fight now is over. So Roy Jones Jr. in the corner gets a win, and we'll next see him facing Anthony Pettis on pay-per-view in our main event, which starts top of the hour. And that was dominant from Mandeep Jangra. Ryan Reber will not come out for the third round. This fight has been stopped, and Mandeep Jangra keeps on rolling. Now 4-0 in his pro boxing career with 3 KOs.
That was a really good, was that 2 or 3 rounds? That was 2 rounds, I believe. That was a really good 2 rounds from Jangra. I think he showed us a lot of what he has. I'm pretty sure that third round was coming. He was going to show us some more.
This will officially go down as 2 minutes of round number 2. It's the stoppage between rounds 2 and 3. Again, Ryan Reber, because I've commentated him in all 3 of his fights, all wins in bare knuckle and BKFC, Sean. I know he's a really tough, really offensive fighter. He just simply never had time nor space to get his offense going. Mandeep Jangra immediately seized control of that fight, and he was phenomenal.
You expected more offense from Reber, but what happens when a guy comes out bouncing in and out with these feints and things like that, it stops you from being as offensive as you can be. You start to second guess yourself, and when that kind of hesitation against a fast, strong fighter like Jangra right there, you never have a chance to get started.
We go to Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, upon the conclusion of round number 2, the blue corner informs referee Dave Smith their fighter can no longer continue, obligating him to stop this contest before the start of round number 3. Declaring the winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, Mr. MJ Mandeep Jangra.
Still undefeated. Great fight, great outing right there by Jangra. And I think this is the right platform for him. You don't want to move too fast, but you can't move too slow. So to have this kind of stage to perform on is great for him this start of his career.
During fight week, Mandeep Jangra has been an absolute gentleman. Class outside of the ring, class in victory, and then class post-fight. As you see, speaking to his opponent, Ryan Reber. The fighter from Sirsa, India, Mandeep Jangra at 135 pounds. Most definitely a fighter to watch. Mandeep Jangra recording the knockdown in round number 1. It looked quite possibly that he had actually recorded 2 knockdowns in the opening round. Reber was tough, but just simply could not get his offense going, and Jangra unloaded throughout. The winner, by way of TKO due to corner stoppage, officially 2 minutes of round number 2 on the stool between rounds 2 and 3. Mandeep Jangra defeats Ryan Reber.